We've spent the day here at Sweden Game Camp in Skövde, which I believe you are a student, a former student
Yes.
at the school, and you sort of made your career. So you're one of those sort of returning hometown heroes.
I don't know if I would say that.
And you're also a mentor in this program that Microsoft is setting up. That's going on now. Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement there as a mentor in the project that you're going to help out on?
Yeah, I'm currently in a project called The Way of the Leaf, and the student. It's a kind of a student project, but also a project you do after school. So I'm really curious to see what the students will bring to the table. I'm really excited about it, to be honest, and I think that my biggest contribution would be that they can have someone to talk to, like has worked in the industry for a bit and stuff like that. But I don't see myself as the front figure for that project group or anything like that, which I would never want to be, because it's their project and they should take care of it.
Maybe you're there to sort of help them guide past some pits along the way of developing this.
Hopefully, I hope so. But I think they are smart enough to figure most of the stuff themselves.
And sometimes you have to fall into a pit just to know how you get out of a pit.
Exactly.
So always a lot of thing going on with Mojang these days. I guess the last thing that sort of really made the headlines was when Notch basically has said no more Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
As the BizDev guy, what was that like? I mean, were you seriously thinking of that, or what was going on?
We have an internal prototype of Minecraft on Oculus Rift, and it's not finished or anything like that. But I mean, it's the nice thing about the success we've had with Minecraft is that it lets us to choose whatever path we want to go. And currently, the path is not the Oculus Rift path. And I mean, there will be future opportunities where we do whatever we want, and we have the benefit of choosing, which is really nice.
So I mean, just thinking of that, you're exploring this makes me think of PlayStation 4 and Project Morpheus. Is that something you're considering as well?
Maybe we'll see. I mean, I haven't tried it out yet, the Morpheus. I haven't tried out the new Oculus Rift device either. We have an old prototype. But it is sure exciting. I mean, it's great to see that there are more players coming into this segment. I'm really curious to see what will happen.
Because I would think that it's something that's even more empowering to a Minecraft player, not just being able to play this world, but also sort of living this creation. It's sort of like it's a good fit there somehow. In my mind, at least. I don't know how it plays, but
Yeah, I think it could be a good fit. And I mean, we have to see what the consumer devices will look like, and it's really hard.
If they're successful and
exactly, because it would require a lot of work and redesign in the game in how you are supposed to play it. Because I mean, the user interface would not work in that sense. We have to rethink a lot parts of the game, how it would fit for the VR situation.
So, I mean, what is it life like at Mojang these days? I mean, you're sort of like, it's a harsh thing to say, but you're just coasting on sales. You don't really have to worry about business, do you?
No, well, it depends on what kind of business you want to do. I mean, we have some partnerships with like Microsoft, Sony, and we do stuff on, Apple's devices and Google devices.
Amazon now.
Amazon, yeah, exactly, Amazon. That's a new thing. And it's mostly trying to figure out what we want to do and where we want to go, more than, hey, we have to sell a gazillion of copies to continue doing this. So it's more about trying to facilitate the ideas that we have internally and try to, make the best out of it.
It's kind of it's not a unique thing, because I think I can compare Minecraft to something like Tetris. 30 years later, Tetris is still coming out on a myriad of different platforms, and you gotta keep. It's not something that I don't think anyone will ever say that Tetris is going to be outdated and not on a specific platform. And sort of the same thing can be said of Minecraft. That, why wouldn't people be playing Minecraft in 20 years or 30 years or 50 years or 100 years? I mean, obviously maybe not looking the same, but you know what I mean. I mean that's the sort of thing that has been created and that you have to sort of nurture.
I hope so. I mean, you said it, that it's if you could compare a game with Tetris, or our game with Tetris, I would be super humbled about it, because I love Tetris. It's one of my favorite games.
I mean, it's a very different game, but
it's a very different game,
there's a quality to it that's sort of
it's
similar.
that kind of like purity to that kind of game that, and Minecraft in some sense is a bit like Tetris. You place out stuff in a certain order, and you get satisfied when you have built that order that you had in your head. And I think that if we could maintain the same kind of momentum that Tetris has done, and sometimes reinvent itself, like the Tetris version for DS, I think it's the best. But I think it's really cool to see that a game that was made like 30 years ago is still active today, and it's super cool. It's not very often you see those kind of games being still developed and continue pushing.
So I remember talking to you about getting onto Xbox Live Arcade and you didn't feel that Minecraft had the same problems as other indie productions, and that it was a little bit different, but sort of a lot of it's changed in the last few years on the sort of self-publishing scene on consoles and things like that. That's opened up a lot, and perhaps more developers are getting the same shot as you got. So how do you feel about sort of how this space has evolved since the time that you brought out Minecraft on Xbox Live?
I mean, I think it's great. It's awesome to see that more and more people are moving into that direction. Like the bigger players are seeing the benefit of having these kind of small, quirky games on their platforms, which is great.
I don't know that Microsoft Game Studios has any game that is sold better than. Is that a too bold a statement?
I don't know. I don't know.
Aren't you the numbers guy?
Yeah, kind of.
Keep track of records?
Yeah. Well, Microsoft Studios, I think we're the biggest there, like that they have published. But probably Call of Duty or GTA maybe have sold more.
Other Xbox games might be.
Other Xbox games, yeah.
But it's close. 12 million now, or 21 million Pocket Edition.
Yeah.
And what's the PC count?
40 million plus something. Yeah.
PS3 hit 1 million in like no time at all.
Yeah. I think we're on 1.567 million on PS3. Yeah.
Do you have a counter in the office?
No, we don't have. We pull out reports from time to time to see that. Yeah, it's still going good. So it's really nice. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because I mean, that is the kind of thing. I mean, it's hard to imagine when it will stop selling, because there's new people coming, and of course there's so many playing that's the best advertising you can ever have, is people playing a game.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I thought that we would stop selling after 1 million. I remember we had, like, when I just started, Notch and I, we were like sitting and discussing like, how many millions or how many copies do you think we would be able to sell? And we were like, yeah, we'd be super happy. We could sell like 1 to 2 million copies, and then we'd be set for life, basically. And he was like, yeah, that would be super cool. And I was like, yeah, if we can manage to do it, that would be awesome. And now we're here, like, and it's crazy, and we could never have anticipated this or any of the success we have had in the last 3 years.
So I guess my question then would be, is it true what they say about more money? Is there more problems?
I'm not sure. You have to ask Notch about it. It has opened up a lot of doors for us, of course, and it has given us the benefit of doing whatever we want, which is awesome. So not for now, at least. Less problems, I would say.
Maybe it's only true for artists and not video game developers.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.